Events are a really big deal around the world. In the United States alone, the convention industry amounts to $39 billion a year. It's a big deal. But are events just events? Or are there different types of events? And in performance terms, how do you react to those differences? It's really key in having events that are effective and successful. It's also really key to the performance of the people that are working on the event. I'm standing in front of the teardown for the beach stage at the Jazzaldia Jazz Festival in San Sebastian. It's one of the great festivals in the world. It's an annual event. An annual event versus a one-off event. Key thing for me with annual events is the mentality of the organizer has to be that we improve continually each year, even if only to stay the same or stay at a high level. This festival, one of the best, is consistently knocks out great festivals. Consistently. It's got to be tweaked a little bit each year, even if not much improves. You just push it to keep it at a high level. The mentality has to be there for that. One-off events are tricky because they're very different. You have to bring a collective of people together to do it one time, typically with no experience or little experience, to create something special. Now, the Russians have done that at the Olympic Games. They've done 2 in a row at an extraordinary high level. Their volunteers have been superb. It's a brilliant accomplishment for the Russian people. I'm not saying Putin did a good job, he didn't. The people did a good job. Now, yesterday I saw the penultimate stage of the 2018 Tour de France in Espelette, France. Beautiful job from the people of that area. They came together, they've planned it for a year, they nailed it. Entrance for a vast number of people into their small area was perfect. They managed to get 50,000 people into the town of Espelette. Espelette is busy when there's 200 people. Tough to find parking. How they got 50,000 people in there, I don't know. But they did it and did it smoothly. They managed the flow of people and all the multitudes of crazies that come to tour events beautifully. The course was gorgeous. The photography and the images coming off of the event were fantastic. They did a beautiful job of linking it to building social identity and moving the Basque language forward, using an event to create a narrative to build society. It's really important to try and do that in a community, especially with one-offs. The key with this one-off events is that you have to roll people together into a collective and make things happen as a unit, as a local unit. This event here is highly organized by professionals. The people tearing out this event right now are pros. They've got lifts and jacks and trucks, and they tear in and they tear out. A lot of these local events, these one-off events, are done by volunteers. It's a different dynamic. Now, whatever event you're working on, or if you're at, there's a key rule. I call it the Don Schneider rule. Don was the ground man for the Edmonton Folk Music Festival for years. The best I've ever run into in my many years working with events. Don had one rule, and only one rule: no shouting. It's a key rule. When events go on, it always gets tense. You go up to a high peak, things are just coming to the denouement, it's the climax, people wig out and they start screaming, and then your event can collapse. No screaming. No, no, no. So if there's one takeaway from this vid, it's the Don Schneider rule. You're working events, no screaming.